Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to The Simple Quilter. It seems like I haven't filmed in a long time because I had saved up a bunch for videos so that I could take a little trip, and I'm back from that trip and I'm ready to get started again. But today I'm going to show you how I'm going to be quilting my big checkerboard. Now I've shown you straight line quilting before. This is just a little bit different because I'm just going to be doing quilting along the seams in this. So let's get started. Okay, this has already been basted, and if you need to see how I basted that, or if you need help with spray basting, check out the link right above there. Now the first thing I've done is I've changed the needle in my machine, put in black thread on top and bottom, and I check to make sure my walking foot is on. I'll also increase the stitch length just a little bit for the machine quilting, and I'm going to roll these sides up just a little bit just to make it a little easier to manage some of this quilting. I've shown you this a little bit before. And I'm just going to be using my big green clips to hold this down, just to help contain that bulk a little bit while I'm sewing. And these will be easy to move around and adjust as I need to. Okay, now to start with, I'm just going to do 1/4 of an inch, starting from the edge, 1/4 of an inch away from here. Now sometimes I do 1/8 of an inch, but because these squares are larger, I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to follow right along this seam line. Then when I get to the end, I'll just pivot, turn around, and do it again on the other side, and then I'll switch to these. And I'll just keep moving outward until I have those all completed. I hope you checked out my video on these neat DIY little storage containers. If not, you can check that out in the links below. Alright, let's move over to the sewing machine. Okay, now I have this in my machine, and I'm going to use my 1/4 of a yard marking on my presser foot. Again, I've adjusted my stitch length, and we're just going to get started. I am going to do a little tiny back tack there. Just going to go straight on down with the mark following the seam. Making a very nice 1/4 of an inch seam. And as you all know, I'm just guiding the fabric. I'm not tugging or pulling or pushing. I'm just going to spin the fabric around, and you can see how nice of a 1/4 of an inch that made. Very nice, very nice. Okay, just going to move this over a little bit. Do a little tiny back tack there, and down we go. like using those green clips. I think it helps control the bulk of your piece without panning. Alright, now I'm going to move this over and I'm going to go to the next seam. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing this until I'm completely finished with going up and down, and then I'll go across. Okay, so I'm at the end of this side, and I just wanted to show you how I had that all rolled up on that side. And I didn't use my clips because it's pretty heavy and it doesn't need clips to stay secure. So I'm just going to finish going on down here, and then I'll move over here and I'll do just 1/8 of an inch just to keep that side down and keep that side secure. Now again, this has been spray basted, so I don't have to worry about it being loose or anything. Okay, and then I'm just going to run a little stitch right down along the side just to keep that secure. But I wanted to be sure to show you that before I start going the other direction. Okay, now I have it turned around and I'm just going to go the other direction. Up and down all these. And remember, I've started in the middle. Okay, so you can see I have it finished and it's turned out really nice. And I ended up with 1/8 of an inch stay stitch all the way around. I really like the look, and I'm really glad I used the black thread. And then flip it over. I don't know if you can see the quilting on that. It's kind of hard to see, but I love this fabric on the back, and what a great way to use up some more of my stash. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. As always, I love to get the comments and try to reply to each and every one. So until next time, have fun quilting.